Hello, so today we're learning how to write a story. As you know, we've been reading Bob the Man on the Moon, Bob's Best Ever Friend, and now today you're going to write the sequel, so the one that happens after that. Okay, so you're going to have a think about what things could happen to Bob, what might happen in his day, where he might go, who he might see, maybe he goes to a different planet or something. So I have done the start of my story map, because today we're just going to start off our story, because stories are quite long, aren't they, and they take a long time. So today we're going to start off our story, get to somewhere in the middle, and then tomorrow we can finish it off at the end where we've had a fresh mind, fresh sleep. So I've started off my story map, and I haven't finished it because I don't want to give you too many ideas, but just a few ideas. So I've started off with Bob. He's in bed and he's looking out his window. You can see the moon and the stars there. I've written dark starry night just to remind me of how I want to start my story. So I've just put a few words there just to remember. And then I've got a picture here of the window, and as you can see the stars are there, but the moon has disappeared. So I've written moon disappeared. And obviously Bob's main job is the man on the moon, isn't it? So in my story, the moon is gone and he's got to try and get it back, or to try and find where it's gone. And then here I've got Bob, who's just jumped up out of bed and he's really shocked. Okay, so then I have started my story up here. So I started it off, tried to make it quite interesting to start it off with. So I've written one dark starry night, because that's what I put in my plan. Bob was sat looking out of his window when something peculiar happened. And we talked about the word peculiar, didn't we, in class before? And we said it means that something a bit strange has happened and we don't really know what it is yet. So see if you can put some really good adjectives in your writing. Remember, when you're using adjectives, if you've got more than one, we put a comma in between them, don't we, to break them up a bit. Otherwise it's a bit too many words and a bit too much like a list. So when we're listing adjectives, we put a comma in between. And then I've added a bit more information by using the word when. So I've said, one dark starry night, Bob was sat looking out of his window when something peculiar happened. So I've used one of our year 2 conjunctions, and I thought about how I can extend my sentence to make it even better, and just to add that little bit more information, tell you what is going to happen. And obviously we don't quite know what's going to happen yet. We don't know where it's gone or what's happened to it. So see if you can start your story with something exciting to get us all hooked in. And then think about what might happen next, and think about all of the story language that we use. So after that he did this, next he went here, and look back at the videos of us reading the stories to you. Think about the language that they're using there. His best ever friend, so you could use words like that, couldn't you? So think about how you're putting these things in your story. Make sure you send them to us as well afterwards, because we'd really love to read them here in school. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this one, because they should be really good, and you're just using your imaginations. There's no right or wrong. It's just your story, so we'd love to hear them.